Hey guys, it's the Infamous here. Before we jump into tonight's episode, I gotta tell you about our sponsor, Audible. Audible gives you access to hundreds of thousands of audiobooks that you can listen to wherever it's convenient for you. Use our link, audibletrial.com/infamous, and not only do you get a free 30-day trial of the service, but you also get a free audiobook compliments of the show. So head to audibletrial.com/infamous, get yourself a book, and get some money back into the show. Enjoy tonight's episode.
Okay, hi. You're listening to Infamous Chronicles. Yeah. Love you, Dad.
Turn down for what?
Do you even know what's going on?
This is the Infamous Chronicles.
The Infamous Chronicles.
Featuring the infamous
Oggy Rox,
Casey Moran,
The Jester,
Natalie Sky,
Chevy,
Junkie,
and Gina.
Wait, what are we doing?
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
The Infamous Chronicles starts right now.
Welcome to the Infamous Chronicles. It's good to be back on the mic. I'm Casey Moran. We have a great episode. Here's what we're going to do. We have multiple lovely, just talents switching in and out. Oggy and I are going to kind of lead the way, and I'm going to do 30 minutes and then switch out, and he's going to do 30 minutes. And then I'm going to introduce the roster. Really excited to introduce this. We have Chevy. Say hi.
Hi.
JT. Say hi.
Hey.
Natalie. Can you say hi?
What's up?
Sean, can you say hi? Hi. We're all giggly today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is a roster that I've never been a part of all at the same time, so this is going to be a lot of fun. That being said, I'll take the fun away, and I'll start by saying my subject that I want to talk about, the topic that I want to talk about, and we're all going to kind of chime in. And then if anybody else has any type of topic, we're going to all chime in onto that topic. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good? Cool. I was a big Linkin Park fan growing up, and the news of Chester Bennington's suicide really kind of affected me in a way because, I deal with depression, as talked about on Discussing Depression, sister show. I've had my own, suicide attempts and all that. So that was a really tough thing to kind of hear, and listening to all the other people's stories about how it's affected them has been, really heartbreaking and inspirational in some ways because it's, what that music is done for people. People said that it got them through a hard time, and I really respect that. So kind of want to go around the room and just, if you're not a Linkin Park fan, totally cool. Just kind of wanted to think of your thoughts of like any type of celeb suicide with Chris Cornell, or even going back to Robin Williams or something like that, just to see what you guys thought. Does anybody have anything, or has this affected you in any way, personally?
Dude.
Yeah.
I'll take the lead on it. Linkin Park was everything to me growing up. It was the first band to really open my mind up and give me my love for music the way that I do. And that band helped me through so much shit growing up. It was like they spoke to me. And I can remember just sitting in my room for hours just playing Linkin Park and driving my mom crazy. But especially Chester, was everything to me. Right. I loved him. And I haven't cried over a celebrity like that in a really long time. I was devastated when Paul Walker died too, but this one hit hard. It hit home really, really, really hard. And I cried at work all day. I was devastated. Right. Devastated. And social media for me right now, it's the election all over again, because there's so much, most of it's positive, mourning and, they did so much for me and we'll miss you, rest in peace. And then there's that other side where it's oh, it's so selfish and blah, 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 blah. And it's just people, for me, don't understand other people's pain.
Yeah, that's people who just don't understand depression. I'm sure Casey can speak to that. To
totally.
Call that kind of shit selfish means you're ignorant. You don't know what you're talking about. I can kind of see that point of view because the guy had six kids. I don't agree with it, but I can understand why somebody would say that. You just don't understand his pain, so don't try to come at it as selfishness. That's very, very narrow-minded.
I just feel when you're that down, when you're that desperate, and you're in that final state of mind, yes, he has 6 children, but he probably in that moment legitimately thought with all his heart that like they would be better off without him. Yeah. Do you think that man really wanted to leave his 6 children? Like, no, he probably felt like he had no other choice. Yeah. And it takes a lot of fucking balls to do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he must have been really, really down. And that's where I have such an issue with people saying that it's selfish. It's not selfish. You don't understand it. You've never walked in their shoes. You don't know that man's demons and what he dealt with his entire life. And the people that have and do understand it are the ones that are compassionate and can understand. Absolutely. It's devastating. I feel for his family and I feel for his children more than anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. But to call it selfish, I just think that's such a cruel thing to say.
Yeah, you just want out of your darkness when you're in that, like, you kind of, your mind goes to, if all these people that say they love me actually love me, then they say they want what's best for me. But I think what's best for me is for me to end my life and get out of this. You think that they're going to be behind you. And I know that that's a weird place to put yourself if you don't have a mental illness or a chemical imbalance. But I can just say that from my personal experience, it's not a selfish thought. It's like, I just want to be out of my darkness. I just want out of my pain. And I would imagine that he was going through that, or Robin Williams was going through that, and all these other suicides. At the end of the day, it's like the people lately that have gone through these things, they just, they've done such a good job of affecting people's lives already. I think that when you have somebody that's affected their life as much as, Chester or Chris Cornell that passed away, and I guess he was close with Chris, and I think that's part of the reason that's what people are speculating on, that he was so sad. Or Robin Williams. It's just really sad. And I, like you said, I really, to have kids, my heart goes out to his family and to his Lincoln Park family and to all the fans.
Huge.
Well, fun fact real quick. What I found out today is he was sexually molested as a child.
A young child.
That's a big part of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So don't molest kids, because then they end up killing themselves as adults,
Oh, great. Thank you, Oggy.
Yeah. When something like that happens, and anybody can chime in, sorry. But when something happens to a child like that, they are completely robbed of having any kind of normal, innocent life. I feel like people who do these types of horrible things to anybody and children, you know what I mean? Like, they deserve the worst punishment ever, because it's like you didn't physically kill them, but you killed them inside. You ruined their chance at anything. I've had my own experiences. I've had very close people in my life that I've had awful similar things happen, that are struggling through it the same way that Chester has described, his whole life of like what he's gone through and the pain that he's gone through. And you can't understand it. You can't understand like what it is to carry that with you every single day.
No.
And to try to come back from that.
A person who's never experienced that will never ever be able to relate to a person who has. So these people who are talking about it being selfish,
right?
You're trying to rationalize something that can't be rationalized,
right?
You only understand it if you've had it. It's just like anything else.
You're not this person, Chester Bennington or Chris Cornell or Robin Williams, or essentially anybody who actually commits suicide. You can't rationalize why it happened. Everybody wants to know what made him happen. Why did they do it? What caused it? Don't worry about it. Don't think about it, because you can't rationalize to an unrational mind what caused that to happen. That's an exercise in futility.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Chevy or Natalie, do you have anything to weigh in on this subject or topic?
It's horrible. I mean, I think I'm glad that celebrities more of them are coming forward talking about their mental illness and struggles. I think as a society it needs to happen, and people need to be able to talk about it more freely, because there's not one person out there that doesn't have some story of a struggle or a traumatic incident. Like, we've all had something. It's just we're all going through different experiences. Mm-hmm. But everyone's all about like looking like life's perfect, and everything has to look great to the outside world. And it's like, why can't we be honest? Like, things aren't always going to be great 100% of the time.
Right.
If you can accept that, it's a little bit easier to navigate through.
Totally.
Absolutely. Well said.
I agree.
Chevy?
Oh, my dad committed suicide.
Oh, shit.
So a lot of the celebrities that have been committing suicide lately, it sucks. It all sucks. But it's something that I understand why they're doing it. And again, like trying to rationalize with, irrational people, it just doesn't work out.
Right.
But it's like you said earlier, like some people they don't have a way out, and their only way out is just to end their lives. And that's it.
That's what's, going on in their mind. And you can try, like Sean said, to rationalize it, but you shouldn't. Because if you're sitting there looking at somebody else's life and go, well, you could have got help, you could have got this. Yeah, maybe. But what happened is what's done is done. And unfortunately, there's so much mental illness going on. There's going to be suicides every day.
Or maybe they did get help and it just didn't work.
Absolute great
And
point.
the only help that they can get is by just ending it.
And
that's a great point.
Different.
Everyone's different.
Mourns
Absolutely,
different. Everybody
yeah.
deals different. Everybody feels different.
Everybody's brain and mind
exactly.
and body are different.
What works for you doesn't work for him. What works for him isn't going to necessarily work for you. And so to call somebody selfish and a coward, to use that word, like, you fucks. I'm sorry. It just infuriates me.
The one I hated most to hear, and I actually heard somebody say this, and I'll just go on record saying I appreciate what JT had to say. That was really interesting about how their music helped you. I was not a fan of their music. I'm a little older, but I had the little bit older equivalent to help me through hard times of my teenage struggles. 9 Inch Nails was like, I think that was my equivalent of your Linkin Park. So I heard somebody say, oh man, I just had to get up and walk away from the table because I thought I was about to open up a can of whoop ass. All that money. No, she said, all that money. And he kills himself. All that money. And I'm like, ass hat. What does that have to do with anything? I've known a lot of people in my life that have a lot of money. And a goddamn one of them happy. I've known a lot of people that have no money and some of them aren't happy. But money don't mean shit.
Right.
Doesn't mean shit when it comes to happiness.
Right.
You have all the money in the world.
Yeah, it's super sad, and it's one of those things where, like, I'm hearing a lot of people go, like, I wasn't a fan of their music, but I know somebody that this music really helped.
Yeah.
And I think everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people love music, and there's always one band that they can kind of go back on and go, when I'm sad, I listen to this.
Yeah.
Or maybe a playlist of different types of bands or, musicians or whatever it might be. Do you guys have that artist? If it, with JT, it was Linkin Park. Is there any artist that you go to when you're feeling sad or even angry that you kind of go to?
It's like cathartic. It's like you can listen to them scream. I always thought I was like, God, Linkin Park. What's with all this screaming? But you know what? When you want to scream at the top of your goddamn lungs to anybody that'll listen, actually listen to somebody for an hour or two on your CD do it, kind of takes that off of you.
Yeah.
You don't feel that you need to scream anymore because he did.
It really spoke to my
They're
soul.
rage, sure, yeah.
I can't even, like you said, happy, sad, angry, any mood that I was in, I could put it on and it would take that all away for me. Like, it just took me to another place. And one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life.
Wow. Yeah. My wife said the same thing.
So good.
Her and 3 friends went, and I was the only one that didn't go. Because I was the only member of that little troupe that was like, I'm good, guys. And they all came back to like, it was the best. You missed out.
Yeah. Regina Spektor is that for me. I love Regina Spektor, and I always fucking...
Are you putting us on right now? Really?
I love Regina Spektor, dude. I'm obsessed. I love her.
Wow.
Big fan.
She's really good.
I don't know who that is.
What's that? Why don't you marry her?
I would love to. Those lips, though. What about Natalie? Do you have a musician or band that you really, if this were to happen to the lead singer of the band, is there something that would affect you more?
I mean, this definitely affected me because I grew up listening to Linkin Park as well. So it was a shock. It's tragic. It's getting worse that it's happening so often. You know, and I feel like I'm almost kind of getting more numb to it. Yeah. Because I feel like it's
my God. Don't even. Stop it.
Yeah.
I saw you
Not the
there.
time.
Sorry. I didn't know if... No, that's a paying homage by saying numb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the song.
I get where you're going.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
All the Transformers movies have a Linkin Park at the end of them, don't they?
Yeah.
Sure.
The nerd.
That wasn't out of disrespect. I promise you. I really wasn't. I get it. Okay, so I have one more topic that I want to talk about. And
Yay!
That's not a yay moment, bro.
Can I just add one more thing before we do?
JT.
So we were just talking about this on Maternal, that there is a new speculation going on about Mr. Chester's death, that it is so similar to Chris Cornell's that there is a conspiracy here, that he did not do this himself, that he was actually murdered because Chris Cornell had some inside information, government related or something, and shared with Chester.
I wonder where you heard this from.
How coincidental is it? It's all over the internet. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's pretty weird. I'm just putting it out there.
I gotta check that out.
Okay.
For real, though.
Wow.
Well, he also, he
do something with your night.
He killed himself on Chris Cornell's birthday.
Oh, I didn't.
Which just happens to be my birthday, by the way.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday. No.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Go on to your next topic.
Okay, so this is completely switching gears here. I do stand up, and I'm going to give up open mics to do more meetings in the sex addiction field, I guess. Yeah, I'm for sure a sex addict, and I was in a very dangerous situation.
Jesus face.
I had no idea.
You get laid? No, but
I didn't mean it like that.
I get it, dude. I have a face of radio, but this charming guy plows.
It's that laugh, man.
It's that laugh. That laugh, though. That dolphin laugh. With a beer. Chevy, big fan. I love looking. Being right across from you. It makes me so happy. So, I was in a dangerous situation last week, 6 days from tonight. I met this girl online. She found me on Facebook and kept messaging me. And she's like, I know you don't know me, one of those things. It's really weird. It was already red flags from the beginning.
Except the sex addict in you is like not even seeing them, right?
Yeah, she just kept hitting me up and I was like, whatever. I already have 4 Tinders, but why not a 5th face?
Oh my God.
Girl. Really? So, we start talking and, we're about to hang out. We hang out, we hook up. It's whatever. And then she has like Fiona Apple eyes. Like she has eyes that look like Fiona Apple. So that's kind of cool to look in those. Yeah.
Like Bambi eyes.
Not Bambi eyes.
Skipping major parts of the story.
Dead inside, though.
Oh, no.
Fiona Apple's eyes are totally dead.
Wait. Oh, yeah. So Natalie,
we hooked up.
We did.
But like, where'd you hook up?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So
what happened?
great.
Natalie laying out major pieces.
Natalie already knows this story.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell twice. It really isn't easy for me to open up about. But so I meet up with this girl. We make out behind like Regal and shit, real classy. And then, she has
the
like
movie theater?
Yeah, you're damn right. Okay. What's up, dude? I live at home 30. What up? So she has like knives with her and she's telling me she has like these knives in case somebody fucks with her. I'm like, oh, this girl's a badass, by the way.
How many knives and what kind of knives?
3 and knives that I've never seen because I'm a pussy. Okay. So we,
do they look like knives that you could like skin a bear with or something, or are they just like steak knives from a drawer?
No steak,
like
no steak knives.
Or like shanks.
She doesn't just bring like a classic steak knife. Yeah, dude. They're,
Were they ninja?
Did you ask to see them?
No, I don't want ninja-esque Oggs.
Like a butterfly knife?
No butterfly. Like, this is going to be 5 minutes on the knife.
Shanks, dude. Like straight up, like I'm going to fucking stab somebody if they come near me.
I think the types of knives matter.
These are knives
it's the little details that.
Okay,
at least
knives.
one of the 3 knives would have killed me. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
And I'm fat. So anyways, so the next, so we start, we bang it out. It's fine. It's nothing special, not on the top 10 list, but
did you seal the deal? You went all the way in the parking lot?
Not parking lot. We went back to my house.
Okay.
Hi, Mom and Dad. We bang it out. Everything goes fine. And then, we start talking again and we hook up again. And at this point, she's telling me things like, hey, I know you used the condom, but did you pull out? And I said no. And I was like, oh, this is going to get weird. Like, she was basically saying how, she was saying how, she was scared to get pregnant. So, even if you use a condom, you should pull out. And I was like, that's what the point of the condom is. Yeah, but whatever. Right. Okay. It is what it is. Then I was like, I'm not going to hook up with her until she gets her period. Then I'm going to fucking block her from everything. This girl's crazy. So then she gets her period. Everything's fine. And then I stopped talking to her. I stopped talking to her for a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
I thought this was 6 days ago.
No. The incident is 6 days ago.
I apologize.
I met her over a month ago. No. He's asking good questions. I'm sorry, Sean.
This is an interesting story.
So then she sends me on Facebook like 67 messages that I don't reply to.
What?
Oh my they're God. Like one line or whatever.
Tell me you're
we got a stage 5 cleaner, everyone.
It's at least 40, but I think I counted 67. Cause I keep telling people 67. So maybe I just in my head, but it's a lot of messages. Holy shit. So anyways, I finally respond, said like, hope you're well, blah, blah. And I only responded because I needed to get laid. It's been a month, blah, blah, blah. My 2 regulars or 3 regulars couldn't do it. It's sex addiction for sure. So this girl, she goes, hey, I say, my parents are out of town. You should come over, blah, blah, blah. She says, you come over, but you got to come in like my window. What is this? Dawson's Creek, you know? So I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll do it. She's like, you got to be loud. I'm like, but I wanted to fuck hard, you know? And then she's like, cause you got to be quiet. You got to be, did I say loud? She said, we got to be quiet. I was like, fuck. So like she lives with her mom and it's like, I guess they have a really weird relationship. So she's like, so I sneak in the window, come through my window. Good song. And I go and we start making out. And because I was just watching porn before and I was wearing pajamas, no underwear. And we start making out. She's on top of me. I fucking cum my pajamas. I'm happy with it because I knew at that moment I had to get the fuck out of there. I have a real problem.
Why?
I had to get out of there because I just fucking, now I didn't impregnate this girl. I don't have an STD. We're good. I just got, thank you, Planned Parenthood. Just got my results. Appreciate it. So, as
JT's face. I'm trying to follow. Right so now. Wait, you guys like dry humped and you jizzed in your pants?
Yeah. I'm a one pump chump as it is, and because I watched porn before, and Pamela Anderson, Angelina Jolie did some work, it happened. So it's cool. It's cool. I was cool. Yeah. Go ahead.
Wait. Slow down, Casey. So you went on.
Sean's really into this.
No,
he climbs through this girl's window.
Okay, so you rubbed one out previous to meeting with her, and you still.
I didn't finish though.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that's.
I'm just revved up the engine.
I'm just gonna.
I did rev up.
Just recapping though, you climbed through this girl's window when her parents were home.
First floor or second floor?
Her mom.
It's one floor.
Okay, good.
Let her dry hump you, and you. Came in your pants.
There's more.
American Pie. Yeah. This is where it gets. This is the part.
Okay. Get to it.
I'm trying. I mean, you say I'm going too fast. You say I'm not going fast enough.
Apparently, you are going too fast if you're coming in your pants.
Oh! Shelly coming in with the kill, girl.
After you jizz in your pants, did you play the song? I jizz in my pants.
Jizzed in my pants. Jizzed in my pants.
This part's really hard.
Continue.
Yeah. Nice.
Apparently, it wasn't because
it was hard. Oh, no. Listen, it wasn't. Never mind. I'm not going to dick pic reference this. So the next thing, so as that happened, I was telling her, this was like 2 a.m. I was like, I got to go home. I have work at 8 a.m. I got to get out of here. And she said, why do you have to get out? I'm like, listen, I already came my pants. I have no shame, dude. I don't care. So she's like pretty strong and she's on top of me and she holds me down like really hard.
What?
And then she said, you're not going anywhere until you fuck me. And then held me down for 7 minutes. I swear to God.
You timed it?
Well, I timed. So she's holding me down and I'm fucking weak, I guess, cause she's Ronda Rousey me, dude. I'm trying to get out of every fucking move. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, it's like, yeah, it was rough and I knew she had knives. One can kill me. And I didn't know really what to do. And I started like, you can't, I mean, a guy can't, I guess he could get raped, but it's like, I'd have to be hard and I clearly already came my pants, so that was fine. So like, it was going to take some time anyways, I'd take, 20 minutes to reboot. So like, it was,
and it's already been 7 minutes.
It's already been 7, so 13 minutes, I got to get the fuck out, I got to go to bed. So your face is epic, by the way. So she's holding me down and she's, and I was like, fuck, I got to get out of this. And, I was so scared. Now, this is where, so as this is happening, I'm thinking to myself, how is this girl so strong? I know I'm weak, but I was like, so I even asked her in the middle of this, I was like, how are you so strong? Like Jim? And this is what she said.
No, not Jim, John.
Yeah, he ruined it. But she said, and I quote, no, I worked at the 99-cent store for 9 years.
What the fuck?
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that even mean, though?
All I know.
Such a fucking crazy story. Like, I can't even follow. Like,
here's what it means. I almost got raped by a loser. Is what that means.
Oh my god.
Oh, honey.
I know, but I didn't almost get raped. But I felt for victims and all that stuff because like I was against my. I didn't know how to get out of it. I was scared and like this girl, I blocked her number and everything on social media, and then she called me from a no-caller ID. I think it's her. She called me a couple times.
That's pretty
She knows where I live. She's got, and I live with my parents.
Which 99-cent store does she work at?
99-cent only. Wow. Winky face emoji.
Good
She doesn't work there anymore. It was just 9 years of her life. She made $10.10 at the end.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah. So we don't need to, we don't need to go too far into this. I know Oggy's going to jump in, but that's the story. Sean is baffled over there. Was the story worth the wait or what?
That story is amazing.
Thanks, man.
You should start carrying a knife too.
I have
Maybe 3.
Oh yeah, go ahead. We have 4 minutes before Oggy comes in. Any questions about this?
You wanted him to wait.
You did. Is this a bad story? Shabby, do you hate it?
I hate everything about this story.
You hate me.
No, it's not a bad story. I just
you.
have so many questions.
So
asking questions.
Yeah.
Is the moral of the story, or like the topic, leaning towards like men really can be raped as well,
Or don't hook up with people from Facebook,
or like Tinder?
No. It's don't fuck crazy chicks just because you have a problem. Just fucking rub it out.
That's the full moral.
He
of the
loves
story.
bad bitches. It's a fucking problem.
Whoa. No, that's true.
It's a song, you guys.
It's true.
So what have you taken away from this? What have you learned?
Natalie and I talked about it on Discussing Depression. I think what I learned is that I need to not just bang to bang. I need to if they're girls that I'm hooking up with, I need to make sure they're somewhat
Quality,
normal.
maybe you should
Quantity?
practice self-love before.
I did. I jacked off beforehand. That's the self-love.
Crazy people.
Casey, what makes you think you're a sex addict, though? I mean, aside from this story alone.
Here's where I realized that it was like a year ago. I went to Palm Springs and I had spent 3 nights there. And every night I wanted to have, my goal was to have sex with 3 girls, separately. And if I didn't, I felt it was a failure. So one day it was 2 and the other was 1, but one day was 3. So it was it got to the point where it was I felt like a failure if I didn't fuck 3. I have a real problem. I'm in the 70s in terms of the number of the girls I banged. I know. Some of them look like soft from the Goonies, but you deal with it. But, I don't know.
I'm surprised your dick hasn't fallen off yet.
Me too, dude.
Baby Ruth.
My dick's the size of Baby Ruth. Maybe
That was
whatever.
the climax.
Oh my god.
Okay. Baby Ruth to the climax. Okay. So
Chevy is
I get you. Okay.
well, and then I talked to Natalie about it. I think I also, with the depression, I try to fuck my depression away. I think I'm really sad. If I bang it out, I'll feel better. And then I come and I feel nothing and it feels
Well, it's
awful.
an outlet.
Yeah.
Did you have a previous addiction before?
No.
With anything else?
No, no alcohol, no drugs. I mean, hot sauce. I'm addicted to hot sauce, but that's pretty much it.
Well, isn't it some people that are recovering alcoholics or addicts?
They need another addiction.
They need another addiction, so
Yeah.
they turn to that. There was a whole show about it on VH1 where there was a model that had gone on for opiate addiction, and then she went back on it for sex addiction because once that door closed, that whole thing opened again.
Oh.
Just in a different form. So
Right.
that's why I was asking.
Okay, no, that's a great question. No other real addiction.
Any addiction in your family? Parents?
Yeah, my mom has a drug. She was addicted to pain pills, and she's over 20 years sober.
That's awesome.
Completely clean and everything. And
Right, so you may have the gene.
Yeah,
It just hasn't been a substance.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I think. I don't know. I think you hear a lot. Yeah, addictive personality, or
So do you get from the sexual activities that you engage in? They're typically of the dangerous type or the illicit type. Do you get that?
I get a rush. Yeah. You know what it is? It's I've never done coke, but I would imagine from what I hear, people it's something about getting the coke is a huge rush. And for me, it's knowing I'm going to get laid, knowing I'm going to get pussy is great. And then when it happens, it's fine. I know. Great face over there, JT. But
I hate the P word.
Pussy?
I love when Chevy says. Yeah, so when
you have one, girl.
I know. I can say it when it's going down and all, but just say really nonchalant, pussy.
Okay, so anyways.
Sorry, keep going. Sorry, continue.
The rush you get from illicit sex is way bigger than the rush you get from coke.
Is it always illicit though?
No, it has to be. You don't get.
It's about knowing I'm gonna get it.
From regular, plain old missionary, boring sex with your partner. No, sexual addiction is you get that rush from
going to Pound Town
in the fuck truck,
from doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. Essentially,
yeah. Well, it's knowing. Yeah, that's
scandalous.
The thing. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the type to hook up with somebody that's married or something like that.
Ooh, that's...
No, I've never done that.
Quite a rush.
No, I've done that once.
Sean, did you say that's quite a rush?
Have you done that, Sean?
This isn't my show. It's your show.
Oh! All right.
I want to ask Casey,
yeah.
is it just normal sex? Are you, like, being choked out? Are you choking out? Is there cellophane involved? Is there whips?
Well, apparently she had 3 knives on her.
That's what I'm asking. Does it have to be, like, is it extreme or are you just fucking? What's going on?
I mean, I'm getting more into the hard stuff. I don't know. I don't want to talk about, like, everything, but, like, it depends on the person. It depends on it depends on the girl. It depends on the situation. With these girls that I don't really have any other, like, relationship than physical, then we'll fucking do whatever. You know, whatever they're feeling.
She uses those knives
butt stuff.
sex,
Let's do it.
Jeez.
I guarantee you she uses those knives in sex. And it didn't come up with you.
Yeah.
But it has come up
with you. Oh, it came up with me and then I fucking came and then it went back down. Good to be here. All right, so do you guys have any further questions before I turn over to another host?
No, we're glad that you made it out. I mean,
yeah, I'm here to tell the story. Chevy's not, though. She hates me.
I hate everyone.
She hates everyone.
It's my
special.
thing. I'm made of, what did I say earlier? I'm made of glitter and rainbows. But I still hate everyone.
So this ends my episode on Infamous Chronicles. This is a really fun episode to do and a good roster, and we took 2 subjects that aren't easy to talk about, and I think we did a good job. So thank you all for being on with me.
Thanks for being honest, dude.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to turn it over to Oggy, and thank you so much.
Rox.
This is
First, take a big step back.
The Infamous Chronicles.
And literally fuck your own face!
The Infamous Chronicles.
Hey fellas, do you need to get some flowers? I mean seriously, did you mess up with your lady? Forget something special? She's got something you gotta congratulate her on? You wanna just tell her how much you love her? Guys, seriously, all smart moves. What's not smart is not saving 15% on your flowers. Head over to our sponsor, bouquetinabox.com. They are grown here in California, all natural, delivered very promptly with this private message, and it will hook you up on the good side of your lady again. Use our promo code INFAMOUS, that's infamous, and you save 15% off your first order. It's so easy. Bouquetinabox.com. Use our promo code INFAMOUS, get yourself some brownie points, and save some money. Back to the show.
Now,
What did you say?
back to the Infamous Chronicles.
I said you look shitty.
All right, guys, we're back.
Yay!
To the Infamous Chronicles. The super amazing episode. So happy to be here.
Bye, Casey.
All right. Casey's going to go buy some fake doors. Don't even worry about it. All right, guys, let's get back to it. So what are your guys' thoughts on Casey and his knife sex?
I don't even know where to start.
I don't want to ever talk about it.
How was your weekend?
Oh, yeah, how was your weekend?
Subject change.
So, there's a little party that happens around the world now called EDC. I'm a fan. I like music. I like to dance. But I didn't get to go this year. So this weekend, I had my own EDC, you know?
Your own personal EDC?
Yeah, my own personal.
You made your own EDC?
Yeah, in the city of Los Angeles, you know?
Okay.
That's where it started.
I literally danced from Friday till last night, which was Sunday. So all weekend, I danced literally my fucking ass off. And my sides, like, I keep getting these weird pains of like, hey, you fucker, you over exuberated yourself. You know, cause I'm a big guy, you know, a lot of movement. I'm a big guy, you know what I mean? It happens. So yeah. So I've been getting crazy,
so
you know.
where did you have this?
Yeah.
The underground of Los Angeles.
Like just in a sewer, or
you gotta know the spots. It's like secret spots. You gotta get a phone. You gotta get a phone number. You gotta text that guy. They tell you to go see a guy at a payphone.
Oh, that's some old school rave shit, man.
You gotta bring the pizza.
No, that's really not that hard. I think your Facebook, you just get the invite. And you're just like, all right, I'll go there, or no, I'm gonna pass on this one. You know?
I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm too old for this shit.
But I'm older than you.
I don't want to party with chuds.
Are you?
Yeah. By like a year.
Oh wow. Huge difference.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that I have 3 kids, you know,
yeah.
I'm a little tired.
Yeah. It happens. I believe it.
Just a little tired.
You were making kids. I was building houses. It works out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both of you are like Habitat for Humanity.
So
you're making humanity and he's creating habitat for humanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right
works
on.
out.
Right on.
So what about you guys? What have you guys been up to?
Dude, Chevy just got back from New York.
I
know.
Yeah,
Which, happy
fun.
birthday!
Thank you. That was so much fun.
How was the land of krill and gumbo?
Beetlejuice.
There are two separate questions that just happened. Sorry. You asked me how was the food?
No, the land of krill and gumbo. Like, how was the place?
Oh,
how was the experience?
It was awesome. It's
Where
always
were
awesome.
It's just a weird way to say it. No. Oh, I was talking about
New Orleans.
I'm all krill and gumbo. Like New Orleans.
I hear New York's gumbo.
Did you go to New Orleans too?
No, I went to New York.
I thought you went to New Orleans. My bad.
That's cool.
My bad.
It was all the drugs you did this past weekend. You don't know.
No, it wasn't, because I thought that
keep
before
tabs on
that.
me.
I thought that before that. I thought you posted something like, I'm going to New Orleans. And I was like, it's not even fucking Fat Tuesday. Yeah.
It's always Fat Tuesday in my heart.
It's true. And in Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas. No,
Yeah.
I went to New York and I treated myself for my 30th birthday. So I just hung out with some friends. And that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
That's
that happened.
cool.
Just hung out at comedy shows and shit.
I went to a comedy show. There's a wonderful podcast called Sweet Buddies. And they had a show on my birthday, and I hung out with them, and I made friends with them, and that made me happy. And 2 of them are coming out Thursday, which is when...
How many of them are there?
There are 3 of them, and they are awesome.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah. And they had a party at their suite, so that was cool.
Sweet parties are pretty sweet.
Party, yeah. And hung out with my Beetlejuice friends, and my friends did a grilled cheese off for my birthday, so that made me happy. They just made me grilled cheese.
Can you define Beetlejuice friends?
I have friends that work in a bar called Beetle House. It's a Tim Burton themed bar. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before. One of my buddies he's an actor, and he dresses as Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands. And then everyone else that works there is
That's so rad.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Don't they have one of those here in LA?
They do. They just opened one up.
Ooh, I want to go.
It's cool. We can all go.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
It'll be fun.
Right
That's about it. And then I came home early to work and got a throat infection instead. So,
ugh.
Good old throat infection.
Good old throat infection. I didn't suck any dick either. So
She got a bad peen. She got a bad peen.
Yeah. Like, I'm just going to put it out there. Fresh tea, honey, and lemon.
Oh, yeah.
Works wonders.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swear to
Today's been the first day I've been actually like out of my house. I went to work today. I cleaned my house. I walked my dog, and then I came here.
Nice.
So that's it. That was my week.
That's pretty rad, though.
All right. Michael, someone else.
Personally, I've never been to New York, you know, but
It's
I hear you
rad.
can buy 40 ounces on the beach.
Yeah.
Which that sounds pretty nice
Yeah.
for like $2.
Mm-hmm.
Stolen 40s. Who doesn't want to drink those?
Oh, I was high on mushrooms at the comedy show. I forgot to say that. That was cool.
Well, aren't you a unicorn?
I am. It was really funny because the first comedian that went on, I started getting the tingles in my hand because it was like a mushroom chocolate. So it had some time to digest. And then all of a sudden during the first comedian, I started getting like really tingly.
I've
For those of
never
you that have
done
never
that
done
shit.
mushrooms, you get a little tingles. And then my smile was just bigger than normal. And my friend was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm high on mushrooms.
So
Just
when
let
it
me
hits,
be."
like what happens? Like
It depends on how much you take.
You turn into the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah. That's what happens to me. Half of my body
seen
is
some weird
invisible.
shit. Really, I've never
No.
done anything like that. I would
No,
freak
if you
out.
take a lot, you'll see things.
Yeah,
I don't
too.
take enough
I'm too
to
paranoid
see
for that
anything.
kind of stuff. I would be like, oh my god, like
Just
I would be in
a
the
little
corner
bit
crying.
A little bit
can be
you
very
feel stoned.
therapeutic.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, everyone I talk to loves it. You know what I mean? That's done it, but doesn't it make your tummy hurt real bad?
No.
Tummy. I just said tummy.
It can. Some people think like you gotta throw up after you take them, or like you're gonna
That's so
shit
weird,
after
though.
you take them.
Yeah.
Just
like-
tell yourself it's the mushrooms and you're good. Augie, we should do mushrooms.
Oh my god, I would pay to see that. He's like, all right,
He's nodding his head.
I'll fucking work on that right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know
You're
somebody.
still on mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe. I mean, it was a long weekend, but, you know.
Augie, you know
That's
you're
just
doing a
me.
podcast right now, right?
Yeah.
You know you're here. That Infamous works.
Yeah. I drove here.
I'm just making sure you know where you are.
I fully operated my vehicle to make it from my... Oh, actually, I went to Costco before this.
What'd you get at Costco?
Toilet paper and gasoline. The
yeah.
only things you get at Costco. Yeah. Besides everything else.
And pizza.
And a huge
Yeah.
thing of goldfish.
Hot dogs.
Huge thing of goldfish. Damn, you're a mom. You should do a mom podcast.
I love them. Dude, I get those big ass boxes of them, and I will eat all 3 of those bags in like a week.
Oh,
Really?
I thought they were for your children.
No, they're for me.
No. Her children only like blueberries. When I babysat TJ's kids, her littlest daughter ate a fucking box of blueberries like this big, like in half an hour. Just threw them in her face.
Turn into a blueberry.
Dude,
really
seriously, like a Willy Wonka.
Anything they want.
well, blueberries are healthy. They're good for your brain. You know, she's a growing girl.
Wow.
She's only like 2 feet high.
You're talking about number 3?
Number 3. Yeah. And she ate so many blueberries. I was so impressed.
Hang on, quick question.
I didn't know she could fit all those blueberries inside of her.
Are your children named
1, 2, and 3?
Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3. She read a lot of Dr.
So
Seuss.
keep track.
They live like right down the street from where Dr. Seuss was filmed too. So it really works out. Their neighborhood almost looks identical to the Dr. Seuss movie. Yeah, everything looks the same. Like, no matter where you turn, you're just like, fuck, I was just on the street. And you're like on the other side of the complex, but you're like,
Wait.
I can't tell. There's no landmarks here.
It's like in one of those like HOA gated communities, and they all look the same. You've been there.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm explaining
I
it
don't
to
know
you.
why you're telling
But
me
for the
For
should be
the
looking
people
at.
that listen to this podcast, just so you know,
Yeah. It looks
you
like
can get
Whoville.
really lost there.
It looks like
if you don't know where you're
Whoville,
going.
right? Is that
Yeah.
the word?
Yes.
Whoville?
Yes. They got the candy cane light posts and everything.
Yeah.
Twisty trees.
It's so funny.
How was your weekend?
It was eventful. I was finishing moving, so that was exciting.
Oh, good.
Building a
Congratulations.
closet. I built a closet.
You built a
So
closet?
Yeah.
Was it a walk-in closet?
Jesus.
No, it's like a, I moved into a loft, so it's like a wall closet. Like I did a, water pipe, galvanized pipe closet.
Cool.
Rad.
Where'd you move?
Yeah, it turned
I'm
out
thoroughly
pretty
impressed
awesome.
right now.
Same, thank you. Same apartment complex, but just different unit.
Oh, so we're still neighbors?
Yeah, we're still neighbors.
Where do you guys live?
Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks.
Party town.
The fancy bougie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could do that.
Oh, are you showing a picture?
I'm impressed.
That's awesome.
Right on.
I've never worked with pipe.
That's very cool.
Let's see.
We're all passing the picture around of Natalie's
that's badass.
That's some
That's
redneck
pretty cool.
ingenuity right there.
Yeah, you know it.
Did it
You do what
take
you gotta
you
do,
a crate, like an 18-pack of Budweiser to get that done?
No, I was actually having some White Claws. They're the hard seltzers that are.
I don't know what that is.
It's like sparkling water that's.
Okay. I'm about that, what is it?
That's alcoholic.
Sounds like a zine.
Oh, what's the non-alcoholic one? It's like La something. Starts with a
LaCroix?
C. Yeah, that's my jam
LaCroix.
right now.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Yeah, something like that.
LaCroix.
I'm not even gonna
Like
try
the
to pronounce
island.
it. Yeah. So, anyways, those things are pretty delicious. If you're a bigger guy on a hot day putting in work, you should probably drink one of those.
It's refreshing.
I have so many
Yeah.
in my fridge that I don't drink. Would you like me to bring them for you?
You're not gonna drink them.
All right. Well,
I'll drink those
next
for you.
Monday, you're getting them then.
All right.
All for you.
How about you over there?
Sean.
Do we say your name? Sean.
Funky monkey grooving.
Now that you're
What
not
was your nickname again?
sick anymore.
Yeah, I had the stomach flu last week, so my weekend was spent very boring. I didn't really do much. I was just starting to come around and not spend 50% of my time in, the restroom. So,
Dude, not only you though, wasn't it like your whole family got sick?
my
No?
wife, not my kid. Thank
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
saving grace.
That was Jay's. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, our infamous leader.
Yes.
He texted me a little story. It was,
Poor baby.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a puking kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you.
Especially when they puke on you,
Ugh.
because then you can pretty much just guarantee you're going to get sick. How do you not?
You're just gonna barf all over yourself some more too.
Yeah. So
Sounds like you guys need to invest in some vitamin C pills to boost your immune systems.
It's unavoidable, man.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
Vitamin
that's
C.
why you need to pop that C, dude. Keep it going.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Go sit out and get that D. You know?
Well, it gives you energy. That way you can take that D. You won't be too tired for the D. You can really work it. You know what I mean?
If I had more C, I could get more D. I guess is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
I could
Or
really use
in
some
your
more D.
case,
Yeah.
lay more D. You know?
Lay more D. Interesting. Okay.
Sunshine.
Oh, okay. Wow, you hitting on me? She just called me
What I was
sunshine.
talking about.
You heard
Vitamin
that,
D
guys.
from the sun.
Well, you were
right?
talking about
sorry.
sunshine. Augie's
Yeah.
talking about dick.
Okay, well,
You
guys
what?
totally took what I said and rolled
You said
with
you
it in
had
a
to
totally
lay more
different
D.
way.
Well, no, I said it would give you more energy so you could.
It's like, you take that C. I'm like, yeah, go out and get some of that D.
Get some of that D so you can have some
So
more
get all
C.
your A's, B's, C's, and D's,
see.
guys. Don't forget the E's and the
Amen.
J's and the K's. Yeah, get all your your
Get your
letters.
entire alphabet.
Yeah, get all your letters out there.
JT, what did you do this weekend?
Man, I actually had like a life this weekend. A good friend of ours had their surprise birthday party on Friday night, and it was Great Gatsby themed. So we all dressed up as like old gangsters and flappers, and naturally I was the only female that wasn't a flapper, so that was kind of cool.
Were you a gangster?
I was a gangster.
Tight.
That's what's up.
Did you wear a pinstripe suit?
No, but I wore suspenders and a pinstripe like fedora hat.
That's what's up.
It was cool.
Is that all you wore? Was the
No, just kidding. I wore like a white tank under it. Thank you very much. And my black work pants. Huh?
Strategically placed tape.
Exactly.
Got it.
Over the nips.
I'm really sorry I missed it.
And then we went out to the club afterwards, so that was cool. And then Saturday...
What club did you go to?
A really cool one in Westlake. Can we say it?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, we went to Bogey's.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That place is interesting because every time I go there, I get way too fucked up, but my buddy's usually the DJ, so I end up dancing on stage.
Okay, that place is super weird because there's such a mixture of different people there.
It's like rich people and Armenians and cougars.
Right,
and
like old,
young kids spending their parents' money, and then just like a couple of my Mexican cousins from Moore Park.
And then there's us. Yeah. And we're like, what the fuck, we're gonna be Mexican?
Yeah, just random people from cities who live around that just don't mix
so
with the regular crowd.
It's
and
so
just super creepy dudes hitting on all my cousins.
Oh my god, it's so gross. Hey, no. And you're just walking to the bathroom and they like touch you and they want to pull your arm like, hi, hey, who are you? I'm nobody. I'm fucking nobody. And I just beeline it, dude.
Hey, let me give you this drink. It has a little bit of ketamine and GHB.
Yeah,
we're gonna fuck later.
Thank you. I'm cool, thanks. Bye. I have 3 kids. That's my like go-to. I'm like,
I've never understood that male type thing. I guess I've never been that guy.
It's really gross and aggressive.
I've never, back when I was single and
ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle, yeah, sure. I would never place my friggin' hands on a woman to get her attention. Ever.
So
never
sad.
have, never would. That's just, grab them as they're walking by or just, even just like,
That happened to me in New Jersey.
I rubbed some weaknesses like, hey you.
No, it wasn't a Guido. No, we were sitting at a bar.
Hey you.
No, my aunt and I were out to dinner. We're just having dinner at the bar at some Colombian restaurant, and this guy was already like super tanked, and I was on my phone, so naturally my arms were up on the table, and my arm was curved, and I could feel him watching me because I was being nice to him earlier. He was an older guy, and he just like grabs my arm like this, and I turn very slowly, and I'm like, I grabbed his hand and took it off. He goes, "You're beautiful." I'm like, "Thanks. Don't fucking touch me." He's like, "I'm so sorry. I thought we were hitting it off." I'm like, dude.
Just because I'm nice to you, just because I'm cool to you, doesn't mean that I want to fuck you. Thank you.
Oh,
like,
bud. Ew.
Yeah.
Unless you're fucking like Channing Tatum or Matt Bomer coming at me, don't fucking touch me, okay? And my husband, sorry.
I don't think Channing Tatum would be such a pagan to touch a woman like that. I think Channing Tatum's way too cool for that. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't.
Well, yeah, have you seen
Like,
his
you
walks
get
out
what I'm
and takes his
saying?
shirt off and does
It's
this?
always like the gross, creepy old dudes that are like, it's so unwelcoming. Like, unless you're a female, you don't understand what I'm talking about.
Oh, I totally
But you
do
get what
understand.
I'm saying, right?
As
Like,
a man,
it's so gross
I understand
and inappropriate.
because I do transportation.
You were raped by a girl with a knife?
Whoa, no, whoa, wrong guy. All right. So one of my boss's clients, I work in the fashion industry. He is this like big fat dude, whatever. He has his own fashion line, right? But he's gay. So me, when I'm at work, I'm fucking working hard. You know what I mean? I'm just getting it done, getting my business done so I get the fuck out of there, get on the road, and start driving. So this guy starts hitting on me. Like, hey, how much do you bench press? And like, I didn't think of anything of it. I was like, I don't know, like 300 pounds. And he was like, oh, so you'd have no problem picking me up then. And I'm like, I didn't think about it. So he keeps going, keeps hitting on me, gets weirder and weirder. And eventually like, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree, bro. Finally, now he gets it. But it like, I understand what you ladies go through now because I've been put through it.
Unwelcome.
Yeah.
God.
Like,
that must have been treacherous.
Oh my God.
Augie,
being
you
hit
now know
on
what it feels like to be a
redundantly
woman.
by an old greasy dude. Yeah.
No, dude.
Not
No.
quite.
Yeah. Not.
Dude, okay.
That's not the same thing?
Somebody
no,
grab
Augie,
you.
Okay, Augie. Picture any attractive woman you know. There's some in this room. Okay. Imagine that
There's 4 in
their
this
daily
room.
lives, since the time they were probably 13 or 14, Shit like that has happened to them only on a scale of probably 10 times higher every day of their life.
I'm not saying I've experienced it the same magnitude that they have. But I'm saying I felt what they feel.
Yeah. Okay.
I have model cousins. I have model cousins that are great friends of mine. We go out all the time. I see what they go through. Trust me, I fucking push dudes. I throw them like 5 feet back. It's hilarious. I have the most fun with my beautiful cousins because they're getting hit on all day. And I ask them like, hey, you good? You want them gone? And I'm drunk, I'm having my fucking time, and I will literally throw people, but it's really fun.
I like to see that.
I will literally push people like, hey, get out of here, but it's a blast though, because when I go out, I'm just focused on having a good time. I'm not like, hey you, need some of that,
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I'm not that guy, I'm just doing my thing. I'm just drinking and dancing on the dance floor,
And I'm like, please just get the fuck away from me right now.
Just breathing heavy on your neck.
Ew. See, I can't.
Spit spray.
Ew.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We could do like a whole series of stories.
Different dudes in different times and what's coming at you.
Sure, you got plenty of them.
Share one.
Dude.
Oh, please share one.
So traveling, doing the appearances, you meet interesting people, and I'm always nice to everybody.
Here's your first mistake.
But sometimes people take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
So like I had someone who, the guy's probably in his 70s, he had bought some bracelets, some of my jewelry for his daughters, and I was like, if you have any problems with the size, don't fit right, just email me and I'll take care of it for you. So he emails me, and it's this whole long thing about coming out to Buffalo, and he'll pay for everything, all expenses paid. Just come hang out. He'll pay for a hotel.
Ew.
Okay. Sorry. Best part is the entire email is in the subject.
That's hilarious.
So he was trying to make you a sugar baby. He was trying to avoid sugarbabies.com, but he didn't know. He just threw it on there. He's like, when I want her to see this email, I want her to know everything that's going on right there.
Oh god.
No, he's
so
just
then what's in
old.
the body of the email?
Nothing. Sent from his, Verizon wireless Samsung phone or whatever. So then I responded, totally dodged the question, and was like, oh, totally ignored that. And went to the jewelry question,
How's your granddaughter's bracelet?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
He replies again and then sends me another email, same thing. All of it is in the subject, and he's inviting me to an Ed Sheeran concert.
Oh god.
Ed Sheeran.
Who's that?
Got tickets to an Ed Sheeran concert if you want to go. And I'm like, this shit is gold. So finally I replied and I was like, hey man, you can't email me on like my business line, trying to proposition me. Like, I don't know. He's like,
you can't holler on here, alright, dude?
He's like, whoa, I wasn't trying to do that. I'm like, no, you were. You don't email somebody. Like, you paid to get me to sign a picture, and now you're emailing me that you're going to pay me thousands of dollars. Someone's going to find me chopped up in a freezer.
We'll never let that happen.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you tell him to try Tinder? Maybe a little plentyoffish.com?
It's for free.
This is not the right social outlet for what you're doing here, sir. Like, I understand you're old. You need to place your energy in the proper sanction.
Subject.
I have to show this to you guys because it's so good.
Do you have it saved?
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank God. Thank God.
I would totally go to an Ed Sheeran concert with that guy.
Oh, you should give Oggy the tickets, and Oggy can show up as you.
Yes!
I'm here representing.
I'm here on behalf of Natalie. Thanks. Oh my god. Let me see this.
Oh my god, it totally is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
So
Golden State. I love that. That's at the end.
Let me ask you younger people something, because I'm not too familiar with Ed Sheeran. Is an Ed Sheeran concert a good place to go to take a woman to, make things happen? Is that
It sounds, from my perspective, his music's pretty sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a place, it's like white people's R&B concerts, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I feel anyways. Like, I feel like you can get things done there. Like, if you want to take your wife out, take her to Ed Sheeran. Why not?
I just had to Google who Ed Sheeran was.
Yeah, I had to ask her.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that was his name.
I love that.
What is it? That's not how you
Ed Sheeran.
but he spells
the little
Sharon,
ginger guy.
So that's why
kind of looks like a garden gnome.
Yeah,
but
okay.
JT, is that a concert that would help seal the deal?
Not with me, but Probably
I think
with
he's
some
referring
other
to his
females,
wife.
yeah, in general.
With other females?
Are you referring to your significant other?
No, I think he's just asking.
I don't need to spend the money on a
in
friggin'
general.
concert to seal the deal.
But
there.
why not?
No, he's trying to say in general, if dudes were trying to holler at you with a Ed
that's what I mean.
Sheeran concert, would that help? Like
would that
some
increase your
females, it
chances?
would. I'm not one of them.
Me either.
I go to a show to be at the show.
Okay.
Right.
I don't go
not to get laid.
Get laid.
No, I just mean afterwards. Like, would it make you feel? Is his music?
Would it make you feel good?
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
I guess.
Only
Is that
if you
how
took.
guys measure things? Like, am I gonna want to fuck after?
Literally,
this?
that's
Like,
all it revolves
not
around. If
what
I do
goes-
this, am I gonna get laid? If I do this, am I gonna get laid? Am I?
It's an insight to the middle line.
Being a man these days, a lot of people do that. And you know what? I've done that as a young man myself, but I feel like that's the wrong road to go down.
That
you
is
gotta
what
just
Tinder
kinda
is
go.
for. They literally have it at your
I'm just wondering
palm.
why
Like
he
you're
chose
good.
an Ed Sheeran concert to ask her to go to, because I'm kind of like wondering, like, what was the
Because it's recent, it's hip,
recent,
you know,
he's
it's the
popular.
in
He's
like a big.
The guy's
person
70 years
in
old. He has
music.
no friggin' idea who Ed Sheeran is, does he? He probably got him from his granddaughter.
He might.
He listens
His
to Kiss
daughters.
FM, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing. His daughters like it, so
His daughters are
That's why
probably
he
my
knows.
age.
Can you
Yeah.
email him and ask him why he likes Ed Sheeran?
I'm like, well,
people.
what if I bring 3 friends?
Yeah, I'll go. And we're going to leave you in the car.
Bye.
Girls, I have a question for you.
Yes, man.
What current artist would
Make us drop our panties.
Okay, thank you for putting so fine a point on it, but sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
Who makes your palm sweat, I believe, is the proper
You
question.
take a date or your husband or your boyfriend or whatever to this show, and then you're not even at home. You're in the parking lot. You're like, my hands are all over him.
Good to go.
Because I'm watching
who
the
is it?
band.
Is there's nobody that does
Justin Timberlake.
I don't think so.
Ooh,
Justin Timberlake?
Linda just
I
raised
would
her
say so.
hand.
I bet you a lot of it.
instance.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain
JT.
artists that I would
Yeah.
go to the show to try and get with the artist, not with the person who brought
That's a
me.
whole nother conversation, honey.
But I'm just a whore.
Debbie loves the D.
She loves it.
Okay.
Hey, man. She owns it. I like
I mean,
it.
I'm taking
It's
someone
nice.
on a date tomorrow to the the movie The Wizard. So that's fun. No,
The
nobody?
Wizard.
All right, great.
Fred Savage? Wait, the video game movie from the 80s?
Yeah, they're showing it at the Chinese theater tomorrow.
Well, you have really nothing else better to do?
And, what?
Whoa.
Movie
and
is
nothing-
really, the movie didn't really stand the test of
P-Sex outside.
I thought you were all doing that to me.
flip
I
it
don't know.
off.
Have you seen that movie lately?
I love that movie.
Okay. Oh.
My brother and I used to watch that movie so often that the VHS warped. That's how often we watch that movie.
Back
So
then.
I'm taking a friend of mine who has never seen it, which makes me really happy to watch his reaction the entire time.
So is it like a date? Real date?
Sure. It's an adventure. We're going on an adventure.
That's what life's all about. You know, dates I feel like are over so like 1997, you know? Like it's all about adventure time nowadays.
Yeah.
the last
Yeah.
one
We're going on
I
an
did.
adventure. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
But that's going to wrap it up for us, unfortunately, on the infamous podcast.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I like shooting the shit. I don't,
See,
I
it's
mean,
a
having
whole other
subjects,
concept
come on.
of podcasting, but I feel like it's the best way to go. And, you know,
Casey
the
just
magic
rolled
really
in
happens.
yelling "fuck you" to all of us. Yeah. All right, kids.
If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Infamous Chronicles. Our show is produced by Jeremy Elder, talent acquisition is done by Casey Moran, and operations directed by Paul Sinacori. This show is copywritten Infamous Works, LLC, 2016. All rights are reserved. All of our guests appear signed via waivers. We don't own the rights to any of the music featured on our show. We are just fans of it. Visit us at infamousworks.com or call our offices at 844-4-INFAMOUS.